Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Lara with the Ace here, and I'm doing a commentary about something that I think very fondly about. It is what games you played when you were younger. I'm talking about maybe the ages of 4 to 10, because when I was younger, like around 4, I think I started playing my older brother's Nintendo 64, and then he got a PlayStation 2 for Christmas one year, and I started playing that, and then finally for my birthday, when I was either 7 or 8, I got a Nintendo DS, and, well, then I got an Xbox, or then I got a Wii, then an Xbox, and now I have a PC, but that's besides the point, because none of that was when I was 10 or under. So basically, let's just jump right into it with the first games that I ever started playing, and those were basically any game that my older brother had, because when you're a small child you have no grasp of the value of money, so you basically just spend out everything on candy, and what else do children spend their money on? I suppose they spend them on video games as well, but when I was playing my older brother's N64, it was basically when nobody was selling old video games for the N64 anymore, so there was really no place to get new games. So basically, I played games like Pokemon Stadium, Ocarina of Time, Super Mario, Beetle Racing, games like that, which basically those are the games that I played the entire way through the N64 until it broke and it stopped reading cartridges, which was a giant shame. I was very depressed about that, and I was just like, oh. And also, some other games are GoldenEye, Mario Kart, Super Smash Bros. Was a huge one. Like, basically, whenever I had friends over, we would go outside, and then when it got dark, we would come inside and play Super Smash Bros. Or Beetle Buggy Racing. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically when you race around a track and get, or Mario Kart, of course, because that's basically like Beetle Racing. Beetle Buggy Racing is basically just like that, except with Beetle cars, like the Volkswagen Beetle. And basically you had to go around, get power-ups like bombs and stuff, and it was a really fun game. I had a lot of fun playing that. And also Super Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. For the N64. I also spent ages playing that with friends. And also, something about the gameplay real quick. This was my first match in a while playing with an Xbox controller. I was just testing it out, and it ended up being pretty good, so I was like, meh, might as well post it, because I wanted to do this retro game thing, and it was my first time playing in like a week or so, or a few days or so, so I didn't really have any good games saved, so I just decided to use this as the background. And now let's move on to the PlayStation 2 era. Basically, for the N62, PlayStation 2, I played games such as Star Wars Battlefront 1, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and that's basically it, really. Those were the two main games that highlighted my PlayStation 2 experience for me. I just spent a lot of time playing that with my friends such as Slemroach, because he had a PlayStation 2, so we would play that very often on his and mine whenever we were at each other's houses. So basically that pretty much wraps up my playing experience with a PlayStation 2, but I did have some other games here and there, but none of them are nearly as memorable as Battlefront 2 was for me, so that's why I chose to talk about that one for this. And now let's move on to the DS. For the DS, I remember for my 8th birthday, when I first asked for it, I didn't really expect to get it, because I knew that we didn't have that like huge amounts of money at the time, but luckily my mom and my dad, they had been saving up, so they were able to get it for me. And it's funny because my mom had actually told me when I was about 12 that when she got me the DS, she had already been saving to get me one for a while. And it was just a pretty awesome coincidence that I had asked for it, because that was what she was going to get me. So I found that pretty awesome. And basically, for my oh, and this is a very embarrassing moment right here with RPG. I tried to humiliate this guy, but ended up getting humiliated myself by my teammate. And then, so off topic, but yeah, basically my playing experience for the DS, the first game that I ever got was Yoshi's Island, and I played that game so much. I remember we went on a 3-hour drive, and I played through like the first 2 or 3 worlds on that entire drive, and I just love that game so much. It still to this day remains my favorite game, but I'd say that my favorite game of all time for the DS, would probably have to be Scribblenauts. I know that it's a pretty new game, but still, that game, I spent so much time playing it, and even all the sequels, like Scribblenauts Unlimited that's come out on Steam, and Scribblenauts 2, I believe it was. I'm not sure if there was a second one called Scribblenauts 2, but I know that there's been several sequels, and they're all pretty awesome. And I've played them all quite a bit, and also I have it on my iPod, so almost every day on our way to school, I play that and love it and summon stuff and blow stuff up. So yeah guys, that basically wraps up what I was going to talk about for this whole episode of whatever. I don't really have a name for it. But that basically concludes my retro gaming segment of this video. And now, post your favorite. I want everybody to post their all-time favorite game, whether it be old, new, bad, good, any game that you yourself find is good. I want you to post in the comments, and please respect other people's decisions. Like, I don't want to start a flame war between, like, somebody saying that their favorite game was for the Super Nintendo, then somebody calling them gay, and saying that the Sega Genesis was far superior. We don't want to start any childhood flame wars here. So yeah, I just want everybody to enjoy this and have fun with it. And if anyone's wondering how I got on the subject of retro games, Joseph, as I said, is over at my house, and I just thought, hey, Pokemon, and he's playing Pokemon, so I just thought, hey, Pokemon, I'll talk about that. That would be a good subject for my next video, would be retro gaming. So that's what I decided to do, and this is actually like my 5th take on this, and it's my first fully successful one. So yeah guys, I hope that you have enjoyed. The final score for that game was 21-11, and I came in 3rd place. So yeah guys, I hope that you have enjoyed. Like, favorite, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!